So I'm gonna take you behind the scenes right now. So right now, of course, I'm looking at the camera. Right above the camera, Daniel, we have this whiteboard. Shout out Daniel Taylor. They write the topics down. Da da da. So if you really focus, like when we be podding, we'll take a peek up at it, like see what's next, see what else we gotta hit. So we both finished that story and saw what was first, and just took a deep breath because up next we have the official Drock Carter 6 review. But before we start, I talked to Dustin about this, and I did want to mention this because this is a full circle moment for the Day One Twins, because one of our first episodes was a Carter 5 review.
It absolutely was. It absolutely was. That's exactly how I was going to start. Perfect introduction, because I always get sentimental when a Carter gets mentioned, especially the Carter 5, because that was episode 2 of this show. Like, no funny. That's real rap. That was before we started recording. We was doing live radio. It's probably somewhere in the files on Daryl's computer, because we did have that episode saved and recorded and everything. But it was our very second episode. I believe Daryl was still doing the show with us, because like the first 3 shows he like kind of moderated, and we just were talking heads. And we came in after the Carter 5. I called it an instant classic, 10 out of 10 album. Tyrone went from 7 out of 10, and by the end of the show, he was like, it's a 10 out of 10.
It's a 10 out of 10, fuck it.
I said Mona Lisa was going to get nominated for a record of the year.
Record of the year.
Mona Lisa was going to get nominated for record of the year.
Yo, what a good time.
If that tells you about the excitement and the love I have for Lil Wayne, I don't know what else will, bro, but Lil Wayne is my favorite artist, my favorite entertainer. Like, that's my guy. He's been my favorite rapper since I was 9 years old. And I'm not one of the Lil Wayne fans. I was like a Lil Wayne fan for like a good 4 years. And then it was just like I kind of tapped back in. Lil Wayne has been my most listened to artist every single year since 2016. That's just something you can track. Like, this isn't a game. Like, I know songs on Dedication 6 Reloaded by heart.
One of my favorite stories. Not even a story about you, but like when they first added you to the new chat, and y'all was talking about Lil Wayne, and it was like, man, some of his best work on the drought. It was like, you don't listen to that. He was like, you don't know me. He said, you clearly don't know who you're talking to.
Like, you clearly have no idea who you are speaking to, dog. Like, I have the Drought 2 illegally downloaded into my phone. Like don't play with me.
I was listening to that shit this morning. Like,
I listen to Sky is the Limit every single week. Like, gang. So I'm saying all this to say, like, it's very hard for me to be honest. If you go watch episode 121, which a lot of you did, thank you and subscribe, I said you're going to get my very biased review this show, and in about 3 or 4 weeks, I would give an unbiased review because this is my guy. It's real hard for me to be unbiased with him. And it's also frustrating because I understand him and listen to him in a way people don't. Yeah. Because what I realized as I was listening to the comments, reading the comments, listening to the podcast, it's like, people have this idea of who Lil Wayne is because they stopped listening to him in 2011 and 2012. Yeah. And when they go out, that's the Lil Wayne they still hear. And the funniest part is when they hear a feature, that's who they still hear. Facts. Because they're not me. They're not checking every Friday, all right, what did Wayne feature on, because he got a feature damn near every week. Right. They're hearing the ones that go viral, the Seeing Greens, the Saturday Mornings, the BB King freestyles, et cetera, et cetera. So when they do hear him, it still reminds them of that monster from that stretch where he went on one of the craziest runs ever. So they haven't really heard the progression of Lil Wayne and where he was and where he was going, which is why there's certain songs on the album that I like that I'm like, you're not gonna like this because you didn't hear this idea in 2015 like I did.
Fucking
so you call this album the Carter 6, and then you have King Carter as your intro, and like it says, now the entire world is expecting a certain Wayne. Yeah. And that is where everything went downhill. Yeah. Is I say, don't have expectations for music because they are to be disappointed. Right. The only time you should have expectations is when a legend gives you a reason to have expectations. Right. I lied Drake on stage last year with For All Your Dogs. Yo, this for all my dogs. This is old Drake. They wanted the old Drake. Yeah. that type of spirit, 50 and Ye. It's like, dog, they gotta be dropping crazy music. They doing a battle like this when Kanye in Hawaii with every artist ever in America history.
Kendrick with GNX, you can't drop no ass shit.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's certain times where you can have expectations, and I believe with the way Wayne has been treating this, you could have expectations going into this album. Because I swear, if this album is the exact same album and it's called The Afterlife, and he came out and said this was the continuation of Rebirth, Funeral, and now this is The Afterlife, there are no expectations for this album.
Facts.
Yo, I've been working on the guitar. Y'all hear me with the guitar. This for all my fans. I got a lot of fans. It's something for everybody on here. You say that, everybody's like, oh, okay.
It's way different.
He finna have some fun.
Yeah, they're way different.
Wayne finna go in there. You gonna get 3-4 Wayne songs you like if you like Rap Weezy. You gonna get 2-3 you like if you like Rock Weezy, and we gonna get out of here.
It's a little weird, and I like a little weird.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't like a little weird when I'm expecting this version of you that is one of the greatest ever.
Right. Exactly.
So you set the wrong expectation and then under-delivered. So the under-delivery hurts even more because of the expectation. Yep. So whereas if The Afterlife comes out and it's not that hard, it's just like, dog, he's in year 30.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You saw 167K with Afterlife. It's like, damn, nigga did 167.
Damn, nice. Lil Baby sold 140.
Literally.
Shout out to him.
It's like, this nigga still cooking. Like,
you feel me? And then, but now you call it the Carter 6. And now people is like, uh-oh. Another installment of Carter series. That's where hustler music at. That's where that's where Got Money. That's where Mrs. Office. That's where Go DJ. That's where BMJ. That's where Blunt Blowing. That's where She Whip.
I'm the best rapper alive.
I'm the best rapper. That's where it is. That's where them songs come from. That's the series that those songs come from. And then you drop Sharks, which I like. I don't think Sharks is a bad song, but that's not a song for the Carter 6. When you drop the track list and I see Jelly Roll and Jay Jones and Bono, like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you thinking?
No, the Jelly Roll shit is crazy.
What are you thinking? And again, if this is The Afterlife, we good, Wayne. But this is the Carter 6. Please remember that.
Like the Carters, like you can legit Carter 6 aside, because this is gonna hurt a lot of arguments. If you would have sat down and somebody told you, what's the best rap series ever? And you said the Carters, niggas would have to hear you out. Niggas would have to hear you out. But no matter who the opposition is, you could argue this is the best series of solo rap albums for a specific person ever. And then, and even the Carter 5, and we keep saying this, even if it's not your best, the tone, the subject matter, how you was rapping, everything kind of fit together and it made sense. This one, like you said, it's all over the place.
It's like the Carter 5, I can explain why this is a good album and convince you by the end of the conversation. With this album, I can't tell you nothing. No. I don't have nothing to give you, bro. Nope. And I'm not Mr. Oh my God, subject matter and cohesive and storytelling. I'm not Mr. that. I think rap is a sport. Rap is fun. And getting on the beat and just rapping and spitting and being cool is some of the most player shit ever. Some of my favorite rap verses ever ain't really rapping. It's 8 bars about something here, 8 bars about something there, but it's not really focused on a real subject or anything like that. And so I don't think Wayne's subject matter is just so terrible and all of the bullshit everybody else is saying. But on this album, it was so obvious there was no direction in the sound of it. There was no direction in the message behind it. It was just a bunch of songs you heard in the studio and was like, all right, we can go with these. Yeah. And that brings me to the climax of my argument and my problem with Wayne right now. Because it would be one thing if you wanted to be in this elder statesman, like you just, like Snoop. Snoop dropped music, and it's just like,
it'd be like, yo, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, Snoop dropped out. Like,
you feel me? Yeah. If you was in that space and you was just cooling, I don't care what you do. I swear I don't. You've given everything. I don't care. Same with Snoop. I say the same thing with Drake. Kendrick is at that point for me. If Kendrick want to go make a rock album next year, go make a rock album, Kendrick. I don't care. 3K playing the flute. Jay-Z being a dad. like once you've given it all, I don't care what you're doing.
Listen, Ludacris, you can make as many of them fast movies you want to, my nigga.
You feel me? T.I., go to stand-up comedy.
Literally, bro. T.I., you didn't give niggas enough.
Hey, Bun B, them burgers crazy.
Bun B's on burgers?
Yeah, Bun B got the shrimp burgers.
I don't know why. We was talking about B.O.B. the other day. I don't know why I thought B.O.B. when you said
okay.
This nigga B.O.B. selling burgers.
Shout out to Bob.
Yeah, shout out Bobby Ray.
But it's frustrating, Wayne, because you are still at this point where you're acting like you still want to be considered one of the best. You're still hungry. You're still eating rappers, as you always say. But you're not moving in a manner that proves you really believe that. Right. You're not walking what you're talking. And that's what the frustrating part is, because for the whole duration of your career, you have. Mm-hmm. You have been very honest with your fans about who you are, what was coming, what was delivered. I remember he tweeted like a month before Free Weezy album came out. He was like, bro, I'm working hard. Like, I'm 20 hours a day. Like, I'm working hard. There's going to be some shit for y'all. Mm-hmm. And it was.
Facts.
Like, I remember them days. So it's frustrating that, like, you know that it's there because you hear the raps, but it won't come together because of your ego. And that's what hurts the most, is I don't know if this problem can be fixed because Wayne is Wayne and he has developed, somewhat deservingly so, this giant ego. Right. And he is at a point where Mac isn't around him no more. He tweeted that today because people keep tweeting him about the album like, my nigga, why'd you let him put this out? Yeah. Like, it's that bad where they have been tweeting Mac Main nonstop. Yo, why is this out? How did you let him drop this? And he's like, yo, I'm on Young Money Sports. I haven't been on Young Money Music in 2 years. Mm-hmm. Stunner, nowhere to be found. Slim, nowhere to be found. Manny pops up every now and then, but he's not really A&R. Right. Juvie's not around. Like, everybody that you come in with that has the power to tell you, yo, that's not it, it's gone. So now that who's around you is a manager that you hired 2 years ago who was your engineer. Right. Lil Twist, Gutta Gutta, and Corey Guns are your A&Rs. Yeah. We spoke last week how them niggas are paid to be his friends.
1,000%. That is their job.
They're trust fund friends. Like, literally. So why am I going to sit here and tell, in my opinion, if I'm Lil Twist, Corey Guns, the greatest rapper ever, that his song not it? Right. What is that? What am I gonna get out of that? Yeah. So you don't have nobody that's gonna look at you like Tez would have, like Mac would have, like Stunner would have, like, yo, if you dropping a Carter, no, this ain't it. Yeah. Because if that was the case, a lot of these songs would have been fixed. Because the song is there. Some of these songs are there. Like Banned from the NO, you cut a minute and a half, people like that song. Yeah. It went on a minute and 15 seconds too long. Loki's theme, that rock shit that he did at the end was hard, but it throws everybody off and it doesn't fit what you're doing in that portion of the album. Right. If that song comes as an interlude to after charts, it makes a lot of sense. Right. If hip-hop, that second verse wasn't necessary, but you love rapping, you don't really listen to rap music, and you don't listen to nobody's rap music, so you don't understand that the second verse shouldn't come. And if it is going to come, it should come after the feature artist, and it should blend in with that because you hear the hook too much, and that draws people interest away. But you don't know that because you don't listen to music no more. So that song could have been better, but the structure of it was messed up. And it's a lot of that throughout this album where the structures of songs are just wrong. And then you don't release, one song is on his vinyl that would have been the best song on this album. I'll send it to you before you leave so you can listen to it on the way home. It would have been the first or second best song on this album. And that is like, well, that's where Mac would have come in and be like, yo, this has to go on the original album. Right. The song with Future and Baby that just dropped would have been one of the 3 best songs on this album easily, and would have been the one to draw everybody in and catch everybody's attention.
Yeah, the Baby Future song.
And you pussyfoot around that. Whatever that has to do to get on the original album has to get on the original album. Right. The Nicki song. If you're gonna drop Banned from NO, then don't drop it without Nicki. Right. Don't drop the song without Nicki. Just say, yo, we gonna push the album back to Saturday, or we're gonna push it back to next week. You Lil Wayne, niggas is not surprised you pushing your album back, my nigga. So it's like, just all of these missteps that happen don't happen if Mac is around. These little things I'm saying, I'm noticing as a fan. You don't think somebody that's around him, that's been around him for 20 years, would have known, yo, That's not it. Yo, this is different. So Wayne has to humble himself and say, yo, I'm going to start listening to other artists. I'm going to start going out and understanding what's clicking, what's not. Because I have no doubt that if he understands, he can do.
Right.
But he doesn't understand what to do. He is just in there curating in his own world. And his own world is as small as one person's world can be.
Yeah.
So you're creating for millions with the intention of creating only for yourself. And you are out of touch. And that's okay. You up 9 figures, my nigga. Like, you're going to be out of touch. But that's why Drake said in an interview like 10 years ago, I think it was with his Rap Radar interview with Elliot. He was like, I tried for the longest to get Wayne to listen to other artists because I knew how much better it would make him. And he wouldn't listen to me. He was like, I couldn't get him. He was like, I tried to listen to R&B, just listen to everything so he could understand like what was going on. And that is why Lil Wayne is the best feature artist ever because he's a chameleon.
Right.
He can do anything. He can fit on anything. And that's why it's so fucking frustrating because it's like, my nigga, if you would just do the research, you would be perfectly fine. But your ego's so big, you just want to be in the own little bubble. Everything is perfect. Oh, my favorite song, the last song I recorded. That's how I keep myself focused. And it's like, you really believe that? And that's how Island Holiday hitting up on the album because in your eyes, that shit sound good.
Yeah.
But you don't got nobody that's gonna be honest with you and be like, yo, my nigga, if you wanna drop that song oh so bad, then just drop a deluxe later.
Right.
But that can't go on the original Carter fucking 6, my nigga.
Literally.
But you don't got nobody around you to be fucking honest. Yeah. But what's frustrating is, bro, Kobe Bryant had a trainer. LeBron James had a trainer.
Facts.
Michael Jordan had a trainer.
Yep.
I'll do you one better, dog. Go look at the credits on Thriller. Go look at the credits on Cowboy Carter. Go look at the credits on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Go look at the credits on Blueprint, on Volume 1, on Illmatic. Go look at the credits on these albums. Yep. Go look at how many people collaborated to bring this art.
Look at the credits on Carter 3.
Look at the credits on Carter 3. Look at the credits on Carter 2.
Yep.
Come on, man. Like, you trying to prove something that don't need to be proven.
Right.
You trying to prove you can do this by yourself when no one has.
Nobody has.
Beyonce got writers, shawty.
Yeah.
Beyonce got a choreographer.
Stages.
Jay-Z said, hey, bro, if you send me a beat, please have a hook on it.
Yeah, literally.
Kanye, yo, I got most of my verse side high. Come help me with this little bit.
Yeah.
You know who get all the credit? Kanye West. Beyonce.
Yep.
Jay-Z. Michael Jackson. The star is always going to get all the credit. You're acting as if you let go some of the reins, if you let an A&R come in and tell you what to put on the album, that it means less. If you use certain beats or you work with certain producers, it means less. I don't know, because like Peanuts to an Elephant, how does that end up on an album? Like niggas is laughing at you, Wayne. I'm mad. How do you do that? How does that end up on the album?
I didn't mean to start laughing when you said that.
No, you should have. Like it starts with the elephant horn,
fam.
nigga.
It's the most unserious fucking song especially from an artist of Wayne's caliber. Whether niggas think it's bad rapping, bad beats, it is the most unserious fucking song I have ever heard in my life, bro.
What are you doing, dog?
It sounds like it's so bad. Like niggas was on Twitter like everybody hating on Wayne. We've never seen, fam. When's the last time you seen the entire timeline agree with some shit? Everyone agreed. That is fucking crazy.
That's nuts, dog.
The entire getting black people on Twitter to agree with anything is crazy.
I haven't played the song. I haven't played the song. I refuse.
Listen, let me tell you.
You know what song I played? The one where it's over mud. That's why I know what he's saying on the song. I have not listened to that song.
Dog, so I don't have them on because I'm getting the lenses put in them. But I think last week I was wearing my glasses, so they got speakers in them. So I was listening to the Carter 6. That was like my first album I was gonna listen to that way, like as a first listen.
That's hard.
We got to finish to an elephant, and the horn came in. And keep in mind, like the speaker, like right here. The song started playing. I swear to God, I just lifted my glasses on my face and just sat them down. A lot of songs still playing. I'm just looking at them shits. Is that really the song? Like,
dog, I can't believe it.
The memes are so good too.
They're amazing.
The Dexter Laboratory shit is hilarious.
Hey, bro, and they don't fucking Carter corner like fight back, Wayne. They ask Fight back, Wayne X. Why are we united like the Bards? Nigga, I'm not fighting for peanuts to an elephant. I'm not.
Them niggas in the Carter Quarter like it's wartime.
No, it's not. We lost. We have nothing to stand on, gang. Not one thing.
Yo, that shit is so funny.
Dog, so it's so frustrating because it's like, yo, all he was a call to Mac Main and a send to Drake away from having a good album.
Bro.
Yo, it's like, yo, here are like the 30 songs I was thinking about Drake. Can you get some of your partners to listen to and tell me what? Matt, can you tell me what's up? Yo, they would have sent you the 14 songs back, you would have been straight. Because it's like, the songs are there. Like I said, it's the structure is on some of the songs. Mama, the song with Future and Baby, the song with Nicki, and the song on the vinyl should have all been on the album. Right. And then, this is the biggest frustration, dog. What are you wasting the songs that were amazing for? Why is Can't Nobody not on this album?
Yeah, like where are these verses?
Why is Flip not on this album? Why is To The Bank not on this album? Why is Tuxedo not on this album? That's 4 songs right there. That's 4 songs. You fixed the 3 songs I'm talking about, and the other songs are on there. There's your album.
Listen, that right there gets you halfway there. That right there gets you out of Dodge. Nobody's hating on you. That's a good album. Appreciate you, Wayne, for dropping. Like
I did it myself. I have it here. It's a better album. Okay? It's here. Do you see it?
Oh my God.
God is my witness. 17 songs, 1 hour. I got the whole thing right here for you, Wayne. It wasn't that fucking complicated. It's like I'm losing my fucking mind. It's like, are you fucking playing with me, Wayne? Did you hear Peanuts to an Elephant? Yo, like I could not believe he was doing that shit.
Yo, listen, we don't never do this because like the copyrights, it just sound crazy in the mics. I just gotta hear the elephant one good time. I just fucking can't, bro. I just can't.
Bro, and the worst part about it, the horn keep going. The elephant shit keep going throughout the song just randomly. That shit on the loop, nigga. Man.
That shit is so funny, bro.
Man, Wayne, you got me fucked up, dog. I love you, dog, but boy, you got me fucked up. But I swear I got this new album on my phone. I made a playlist. I didn't want to send it to the chat today because I couldn't deal with Karen. I would have fought him today. It's 2 days in a row too much. I love Lil Wayne too much. You can't keep playing.
I saw that shit yesterday. I thought you was a little heated.
But stop playing with me, dog. I'm not doing it. Don't talk to me about Lil Wayne and Larry June, my nigga. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Especially not right now. Not right now.
It's wartime, nigga. But seriously, bro. Welcome to the Carter Can't Nobody Bells Hip Hop Flex Up band from the NO remix. To the Bank, the Days, which actually really shouldn't be on this album. That song sounds like the Kevin Rudolph I Made a song. This is what I'm talking about with Lil Wayne not knowing what the fuck is going on outside. Because in his eyes, was out of here.
That's some new shit. That's some new shit to him. He was in the studio.
He was getting them verses off like, oh
shit. They ain't never heard no shit like that.
He called Twist. He was like, Twist, I got 1, 2, and it's out of here. He was like, guess who I got on the hook? He was like, who? But Justin? Nah, Bono. Twist was like, oh, okay. Like my nigga, what?
That's how I know. Like you said, the Wayne was 9 figures up first. Salute Wayne. Salute Wayne. And this how I know you was 9 figures up. And I wish we were still doing the mysterious titles because this would 1,000% be the mysterious title for this episode. Nobody in the trenches know about Bono, nigga. Niggas in the trenches don't know about no Bono, nigga. Like,
Sonny, what are we talking about, bro?
Shout out Big X the Plug. Shout out Big X.
Feature of the album. Hook is crazy.
Crazy. Did his fucking best, bro.
Yes, he did. And the thing about the Days, it's another song structure issue. Yo, both those verses might be the best and most they have the most substance in them, is what I was trying to say. But if that song, you slow it down. Take the BPMs down half. Mm-hmm. Now you got that Wayne, you know how Wayne voice be cutting through the beat? Yeah. So now you do that. You slow the song down.
Facts.
And now you get Leon Thomas on the hook.
Yeah, Larry June on the verse.
Come on, man. I can't do it. But wait, that was good, bro. That was perfect. That was amazing.
He cut the VPNs down, nigga.
Nah, you cooked that one. You cooked that one.
Well, yo, woke up in New Orleans.
You get Leon Thomas on the hook, or you get one of the young singers, Jesse Reyes, who you have a good relationship with, something like that on the hook. You slow it down. And then you have the hook saying somewhat of the same thing, but in a more R&B-ish manner.
Exactly.
And that way the song resonates with your audience more than fucking Bono.
Yeah.
And now you have a hit on your hands. And people are like, oh my God, this song is so deep. Boom, boom, boom. Maria, why the fuck is that opera singer so loud? Why is that opera singer so loud, Ish? Why?
She is so loud. She is louder than anything else on the album.
My nigga, it's so loud. Wyclef and Wayne are getting off, and it don't matter because she is so loud.
That shit is so funny, bro.
Turn the opera singer down. Wyclef verse, no, it's 2025. No one wants to hear a minute and a half Wyclef verse straight, but the verse is good. Yeah. So if you cut the verses in half, it's 30 seconds here, 30 seconds Wayne, 30 seconds Wyclef, 30 seconds Wayne again. The opera singer is cut down, you have a great song again. Mm-hmm. It's simple shit that you would know if you just walked outside, if you just had somebody in your corner. And then I got to thinking, because everybody was like, Joe was like, yo, Drake ain't coming through that door. Will Drake even answer the phone? Yo, Nicki, she even answer the phone? Clearly she will, but Nicki isn't coming through that door. But Stunner, where's Stunner at? You don't fuck with Stunner no more for real, so you can't have him in the studio. 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, yeah.